Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. It is my favorite day of the month, the day my Book of the Month box arrived. So let's check it out and see what's inside. Every month, Book of the Month gives you about 5 books to choose from, and you can choose one. You can also add additional books as add-ons. There were so many great choices this month that I actually chose 3 from the month's choices. So here we go. Let's see what I chose. Here is my first choice. This is called Wayward by Emilia, Hart. This is a debut novel and it is considered magic realism. The quick take is an ode to the natural world and female power. This lush, generation-spanning novel is equal parts daring and inspiring. I chose this book because I believe it has dual timelines. It's following a character named Violet in the early 20th century and another character, Altha, in the 1600s. So I loved The Lost Apothecary, which was another book of the month. It had similar timeline, so that is why I chose this one. So I'll let you know next month how it goes. Speaking of The Lost Apothecary, the next choice for my March book of the month is called The London Seance Society by Sarah Penner. The quick take on this one is from the author of The Lost Apothecary, a gothic fable teeming with mystery and occult forces where none can be trusted. So I think this will be the first one I read this month. I cannot wait to dive into it. And the last book is also another March choice. This is a thriller by Sally Hepworth called The Soulmate. This is an early release and the quick take is when an old acquaintance dies, it dredges up demons of the past that threaten to unravel a seemingly perfect marriage. The other choices for March are a historical fiction called The Last Russian Doll by Kristen Loesch, a contemporary fiction called Rootless by Crystal Zara Apaya, a fantasy called The Adventures of Amina al-Sarafi by Shannon Chakraborty, and a horror called Lone Women by Victor Lavelle. At the bottom of the box, we have this month's bookmark. I'm a great judge of characters. Now I wanted to go over my February books. The first one I read was from Jojo Moyes called Someone Else's Shoes. I chose this book because I loved her book, The Giver of Stars. This was a cute book. I love the characters. Sam and Nisha, their lives become intertwined after a mix-up at the gym. This one had a little bit of mystery. I loved the theme of female friendships. Again, nothing like The Giver of Stars, but I enjoyed it. The next book I read was by Jessica George. This is called Maame. This book for me was very heavy, very heartbreaking, very emotional. I really enjoyed it. Jessica George did such a great job. I believe this was her debut novel. I would definitely pick up her next novel as well. The main character, Maddie, is dealing with the death of her father and just so many family issues. She's living on her own for the first time, and you're just kind of walking through those steps with her as she deals with this heartbreak, deals with this new place in life. And there's so many times I just wanted to shake her for making bad choices, but I loved how her character grew throughout the book. Again, Jessica George, fabulous job. Definitely can't wait to read your next book. Third book for February that I ordered was The Shards by Bret, Easton, Ellis. And as you can see, this book is very big and I was traveling this month. So not only is this like literally heavy and could barely fit in my luggage, the subject matter seemed a bit heavy as well. So I'm putting this one off. Maybe I'll get to this one in March. I definitely want to read it. I read the first few chapters, but it just wasn't the right time for me this month to read this one because I was traveling. When I travel, I just want something light and easy. So at the airport bookstore, I picked up a book by one of my favorite authors, Elin Hilderbrand, Summer of 69. This is the Summer of 69. So there were so many historical events that she wove into the story. It revolves around a family's summer in Nantucket. Another Elin Hilderbrand book for the win. I bought this in the airport bookstore and they said if I return this within 6 months with my receipt, I'll get 50% of the price back. So I thought that was a great promotion. So hopefully I'll be back in the airport and I can return this one and grab another one. And that was everything in my Book of the Month unboxing. If you are interested in Book of the Month, I will have a coupon code in the description below. So be sure to check that out. And if you have any questions about Book of the Month, please leave those in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching and please subscribe.